So we're here at Nerd HQ at San Diego Comic-Con shooting special content exclusively for YouTube Geek Week. And I'm here with Scott Lobdell.
And the world's biggest cup.
Yes, we're here at Petco Park, so you got a nice sports cup.
That is a big cup.
It's a huge cup. You know what else? You read a huge number of books for DC. You've written a huge number of books total.
That was the best segue I think I've ever, in all my years of being interviewed.
I'm a
I've never had
professional,
segue
Scott.
Like that, yes. You want to sip?
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Well, so here's the thing that I
Yes.
think, here's right now the rage is like everyone's trying to get like people who watch the movies and the animation to read comics.
Yes.
But you were writing during the heyday of that.
I went the other day. I went in the other
Well,
direction.
it was huge during the Fox Kids X-Men animated series.
Yes.
You were writing the X-Men comic that time.
Yes, I was.
And you were so well liked by the Fox Kids that you actually have a cameo in that animated series.
I don't know if I was well liked because I got killed in that cameo. I was brutally murdered in that cameo.
Well,
so
they took a
maybe
lot
that
from
might
what you
have-
were doing, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes, Fitzroy murdered me. So
That's an
I don't
honor.
know that counts as the nicest compliment. Is
Hey,
it?
you were in there.
If
Everyone-
I murdered you, would you be like, oh my God, he thinks I'm so cute?
Oh, it was an homage. It was an homage.
Yeah.
Well, tell me, as someone writing at that time, how did
I
you
would
balance?
never kill her. She's found dead. Don't blame me. And nothing to do with it.
It was him. So tell me this though. When
Yes.
you're writing for a comic like that at that time, when you know you have new readers coming in, how do you keep it accessible to new readers but still satisfy your core fan base?
I just try to make every single 22 page, at that time it was 22 pages, just try to make each page, each story as fun and interesting as that story. Make the story complete.
What a novel idea.
Yeah, well, I mean, now they don't do it anymore. Now they stretch it out over, 6 issues or 10 issues or whatever. But I remember when I picked up Avengers 137, where the Beast was trying to join the Avengers. And even though I hadn't read the first 136 issues before that, I was like, oh my God, who is this character? I get that sense that he's joining the team. And you kind of get pulled in as you go. But I remember the story was very entertaining. So I think that if we, collectively just think about each of these 20-page stories as their own beginning, middle, and end, that you can read leaders into the next
Even
issue.
when they're part of arcs, because you were
Yeah,
involved
part
in
of
some
arcs,
very
yeah.
big arcs,
Yes.
Age of Apocalypse, Phalanx
Yeah,
Covenant,
yeah.
huge stuff.
Yep.
But you co-created Generation X.
Yes, I did.
A
with,
huge
Chris
fan,
Pacello. Yeah.
huge fan favorite.
Thank you very much.
And
Oh,
I-
you didn't say me. You didn't say you were a fan. You said.
Oh, I am too.
Oh, you
Loved
were?
it. But you were one of the first people to realize, the first person, that Emma Frost was valuable as a member of the X-Men because she was co-teaching at Generation X.
Yes.
What made you think of Emma Frost? Why would you she should teach at this school?
Well, I will tell you this. I very rarely talk about this, but it's funny because there were times when you'd look at some of the villains who had been in the books up until then, and Emma was an example. Emma and the Hellfire Club. They were always like, oh, the Hellfire Club. The Hellfire Club is here. Oh my God, the Hellfire Club. And I would look at the Hellfire Club and I go, what has the Hellfire Club ever done other than ask X-Men if they want to join? And they say no. I mean, can you think of anybody? Can you think of one thing the
That's
Hellfire
true.
Club
That's
has
hilarious,
ever done?
yeah.
All you do is like, Storm, do you want to join?
Yeah.
She's like, no. But similarly, like White Queen, for all her quote-unquote evil, I can't think of a single evil thing that she had done up until that point. So
yeah, it's just by association. But I have to say, speaking of that, Emma Frost, very sexual character. All right.
I didn't notice that
You took, a lot of controversy for what you did with Starfire in the New 52. But I liked what you did with Corey because, we're talking about a character who learns your language by making out with you.
Yes.
If you look at old Teen Titans issues, she's just constantly making out with Dick Grayson.
I know.
She's constantly walking around in his clothes.
She made out with
And yet-
Colossus
yeah.
when she met him during her crossover.
But everyone was so upset when you made her very sexual in the New 52. Were you surprised by that?
I would have to say it kind of was. I mean, I do things that I think, like when I was looking at the character, I was thinking, okay, here's a character who is alien and doesn't think the way everybody else does, so I'm going to write her in a way that she's not thinking the way everybody else does. And I don't think of it like, oh my God, this is going to cause the internet to split in two. I just think of like, okay, this is how, I think it should be done as I'm trying to be true to whatever stories I'm writing. So it does kind of surprise me. What mostly surprised me was the use of the word slut as people were defending her. Like, they'd be like, I really like her, she's not a slut. And it's like, well, why are you even using that word?
Don't bring it
there
up.
are some people who are.
Don't bring it up.
It's odd. It's like, it's just not there's an odd way to defend somebody, I thought. Like by slamming someone else. I don't know. It's very
Yeah,
honest.
if you just bring it up, you're kind of calling it anyway, right?
Yeah.
Well, I liked it quite a bit. But let me ask you, can you
Yes.
tell us what your plans are for DC Villains Month?
I am exclusively doing the Hell one shot.
Well, character you worked
Or-
extensively on already through your
Yes,
yeah.
and the reason why is because I'm involved in a very, 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 very big story that is going to come out very shortly after that, that I can't tell you about, but I'll tell you later.
Okay.
That is making it so that I'm not doing my usual Scott Lobdell, like 2 or 3 books. Like I'm not doing any Titan stuff. I'm just doing.
Oh, you're just going to focus on
Hell.
this because
Yeah,
it's
I'm
so big.
concentrating on things. It's so big.